Now today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the most interesting things you can do when you get a bit too old for carrying telescopes around and wandering around the mud all day trying to look for house sparrows and things. And when you get older and knackered, one thing you can do is you can take up doing jigsaws of birds or wildlife or whatever it is, or peanut feeders or Michaela Strachan. And here is, I'm going to start doing this, you see, so being old and knackered. So I'm going to have a go at doing some bird jigsaws, and I'm going to give you a few hints and tips along the way. Now I've just recently got this one from a charity shop at 50p, and I thought what my first bit of advice is, is get jigsaws of birds you're familiar with. Now my first choice, as you can see, it was a swan. I thought, there's a bird we're all familiar with and on the British Isles, and if I get a jigsaw of a swan, I'll know where I am. Now this is absolutely live, because I've not opened this yet. The assistant assured me that it's not difficult and it hasn't got too many pieces, and all the pieces are there. So this should be really good, because I can give you, as I say, give you hints and tips along the way of what you can do when you're a doddy or old git who's nearly 2 billion seconds old. So there we are. Cheap, available. You can while away your hours indoors with this sort of thing, still taking interest in the birds. So what I'm going to do live on camera now, I'm going to open it up and see what problems we have along the way. I don't know if you've done jigsaws before. Anyway, so I'm not expecting it to be too difficult, but again, a bit of a challenge, but a familiar species. Now, so I'll just prop this up here because I'm going to need some guidance, I think, on exactly what it's got to look like. Now, so I'll just get there's not many pieces. I'll just get the pieces out. Here we are. So, well, the assistant did say there weren't many pieces. Are they all there, do you think? Anyway, it's a bit of a surprise, but there we go. It's not a swan, is it? So I've got no bloody picture to go on. That's a fat lot of good. This is some sort of blackbird or a crow or something. Anyway, so I've got some of the pieces at least. Now my first advice is, especially when you're a bit thrown, by it not being a picture on the box, bit at sea, is do the edge pieces first. I'm sure you've sort of heard that before now. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try doing the edge pieces at first as a sort of, a tactic. I suppose it could be a flock. It could be a flock of birds. I suppose, I don't know. Well, what if it's sort of like that? I don't know. It's a bit of a puzzle, really, isn't it? I don't know what to do. What the hell is it anyway? I think it must be a blackbird. It's probably been eating tomato sandwich. Now we're getting somewhere. Look, you see there. Now that's trouble. Now I reckon there's a big piece missing here. That's what, do you see what I mean? Big piece missing there. There's probably 2 birds flying about. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm a bit stuck actually now. What I'll do is I've given you a bit of advice about finding the edges first and everything. So what I'll do is I'm in the process of getting another jigsaw with 40 pieces. Bird jigsaw. I've rung this bloke up about it. I'm going to go and collect it from his house. So that'll be my next video, and 40 pieces. I'll have something to get me teeth into. Okay, well, part 1 then. There you are. I hope you've enjoyed that.